Hey guys, what's up? Today I got an OU match. This one is against BurningSpear, and this will be video number 364 of daily uploads. So tomorrow will be that 1 year mark, so look out for that. There's a little surprise for you in there. But I actually had, as I usually do, had a battle with this team with another guy, and it didn't end up working out because he disconnected. He said, "Oh, I walked too far from the router," but like bunch of people basically said he DC'd and he's been reported for it and stuff. And I'm just like, fuck, this was a waste of time. Basically, I told him not to bring a full stall team. He's like, oh no, stalls for noobs. And then he brought a Cordelia in the sand with stockpile. And I'm like, what part of that is not stall? Like, a storage dance Cordelia is one thing, but stockpile? Anyways, so I'm going to go for the South Rock here. And he's going to protect, which is perfect. I figured he'd protect to get his Toxic Orb activated and then switch out. So I went for the Earthquake, predicting the Heatran, but he doesn't. So I Icicle Crash, but I miss. So I Icicle Crash, but I miss. And I'm like, Mamoswine, you better get avenged, because that's ridiculous. To miss 2 Icicle Crashes in a row, which has actually happened, was it once or just twice? Against the Torterra? I think it was once, and then he switched, and then I ended up hitting like a Grumpig or something. But anyways, I go to Rotom. I know he's going to go to Gastron, so I go for the trick. He does go to Gastron, so I trick him. I go for Skarmory because I thought he'd Toxic me, but he goes for the Scald, which is a little weird. Because, like, yeah, I can't really do much to him, and Scald still hits Rotom. It's better than Earth Power, and I guess it's better than Ice Beam, but I was just, like I said, predicting the Toxic. But then I stay in. I don't know what I'm doing, but I get up a layer of Spikes, I guess. I mean, like, I could have saved that, half health for, like, a Scizor, but I'm like, so I end up switching out to Shaymin, which I should have done before. But I figure, he's still got a Reuniclus. I can like switch that in and like recover or whatever, or roost. But probably not, because that would be stupid, because you get a Calm Mind or whatever. But yeah, I go for the sub. He's gonna switch to Reuniclus, which I figured he would do, which is why I didn't want to go for the lead sheet flat out. And I'm going to go with the Seed Flare here. He does right around half as he sets up the Trick Room. So I know I'm kind of going to need to kill him here, or else I'm going to be a little screwed because I don't have any priority. I'm going to hit him with another Seed Flare. Unfortunately, he is going to just barely live, because that's going to do about the same amount of damage as it did last time. So I'm going to have to switch out, because I know I need Shaymin for later because he has Gastrodon. So I'm going to go to Hydreigon because Psychic is obviously what he's going to go for because it's his strongest move. Then I'm going to switch out to Skarmory on the fairly obvious Focus Blast. That's actually going to miss, which is pretty good, because that means that Skarmory doesn't die and I get to waste another turn of Trick Room. He goes for Shadow Ball. I was kind of convinced that this wouldn't kill me, but it does, because he's obviously Life Orb and stuff like that. I thought maybe I had a chance, and I guess he just went for Shadow Ball. I don't really know why. I guess for Hydreigon, just in case I switched, and like he was fairly confident it would happen. But now that Trick Room's done, go to Shaymin and just kill him with HP Fire. I don't want to miss. But then he goes into Scizor. I don't really know why. I just used Hidden Power. I mean, I guess it could have been Ice, but personally, maybe going to Scizor and then bait the HP and switch out. And like, obviously, if I go for it, then it's Fire, and he knows. But yeah, like he could have just switched to Heatran, because even if it is Ice, it does not, like, it does ridiculous, quad resisted damage. And if it's Fire, yeah. And he's got an air balloon, so he can't even hit him with an Earth Power. So I don't know why he did that. Well, I guess if it was HP Ice, it'd break it and then Earth Power. But I don't have Earth Power because I'm a Sub-Seed set. You already saw Sub, which I guess could be a good 4th move instead of like an Air Slash on a fully offensive one. But I'm leftover, so it's sort of weird to not have a Leech Seed with a Sub and lefty. So I don't know. But he's like, he asked me, he's like, how is he doing, sort of thing. And I told him, I'm like, I'd give you probably like a 6.5. I mean, he's not a total beginner, but he's making the good, fairly, there's basically like level 1, maybe level 2 predictions, if you want to call it that, whatever. But I'm sort of easily reading him, kind of thing. So he's doing a pretty good job, but I imagine he's still learning. So anyways, he misses the Fire Blast, and I get up Leech Seed, so that means I get to break his air balloon with a Seed Flare quickly, which does really no damage. But the Leech Seed recovery and stuff, from the fact that he still missed, was a lot better. I go for the Volt Switch. He's going to barely hang on, so that means I go to Hydreigon. I told him here, actually, I'm like, I wish you got your Sand up. And he's like, why? I'm like, well, because then I could go to Terrakion and Special Defense Boost, and he'd take it a little better than Hydreigon, because they have, I think, almost identical bulk. I think they're both 92, 90, 90. Or I think Terrakion 91. I think. I'm gonna say yes. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, so I kill his Heatran. Well, you know, Leech Seed kills his Heatran. And I go for the Dragon Pulse here. I need this Gastrodon to be damaged. I don't really need Hydreigon that much. Because Shaymin can basically come in and clean up. I mean, Hydreigon would have been nice to keep, but I don't really have anything to come in and take Ice Beam sort of thing. So, go to Shaymin, hit him with a Seed Flare, clean him up, and that's the end of his Gastrodon. He's got a Gliscor, and basically I'm not worried about that because I'm pretty sure it's a defensive set, considering he stayed in on 2 Icicle Crashes. Confident that he would take him, but even if he's like max defense, max HP, Impish, or Bold, whatever one, he would, well, I guess he'd be, now I forget, Impish. He would be Impish because Earthquake. But, yeah, that's still a guaranteed OHKO with Life Orb, which I guess I could have been Focus Sash, but I was Life Orb, so. Yeah, but he misses Toxic, which is unfortunate, but it's, like I said, Mamoswine is getting avenged, along with the Fire Blast miss, but, you know, none of that really mattered. I mean, it was, you know, nice, but wasn't really key. So, I mean, if a Heatran was a little more health, I still didn't want to go for the Hydro Pump, because I figure neither Volt Switch or Hydro Pump will do anything to his, Gastrodon, but I don't want to give him the special attack raise. So, that's why I did Volt Switch in the first place, but... Anyways, so he dies to Leech Seed and, you know, subbing on his Toxic. Even though I have Natural Cure, I don't know why he was bothering to Toxic me, but whatever. And now his last is Hippowdon. I think I missed Seed Flare. And now that he's got a stockpile up, I'm actually not going to kill him with this next one. And I think I'm down to only 2 PP, so now 1. Because I'm going to switch out in a second. So here, I do get the special defense drop, and he's going to go for another stockpile, but I think at this point I'm out of Seed Flares, I'm pretty sure. I would go back and count, but I am not going to go back and count. No, I'm not. I missed this one. There we go. So he gets a Slack Off, and yeah, now I'm out of Seed Flare, so I was correct at first. I need to stop second guessing myself, damn. So I'm going to go for the Leech Seed, just figure, you know, don't switch out with a sub kind of thing. Might as well. He is going to stockpile. So he's at max stockpiles, but his special defense is only +1 because of the drop. Like, he can't stockpile anymore. It's not like Calm Mind kind of thing, where he can, like, just, it won't raise his special attack, but it will raise your special defense. Yeah, he can't stockpile anymore. So he is only at +1. I mean, he's got Leech Seed. With stockpile, slack off, and earthquake, I think his last move is probably toxic. It could be Ice Fang though, but probably toxic because stockpile sets generally like to have toxic. But none of that's really gonna matter because I am gonna hit him with a big fat crit Hydro Pump, which just sort of speeds up the process kind of thing. I mean, really, he's not gonna kill a Rotom and a Shaymin with just earthquake essentially, so. Either way, you know, it turns out to be a pretty good match. Obviously, a lot better than the one that happened before because he disconnected because he was, you know, I trick scarfed his Credillion and he was all like, "Arr," and, oh no, at that point it just suddenly disconnected. But, yeah, so I like this battle. I mean, I had fun. It was, like I said, I mean, he wasn't amazing battler, but he did a pretty good job, and I hope he, you know, keeps playing and gets better, basically, kind of thing. Because, I mean, even I'm still getting better. I wouldn't even give myself a 10 out of 10. Definitely not. I still make stupid mistakes all the fucking time. Like, in this battle, staying in with Skarmory. But yeah, so. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll definitely see you tomorrow with my little surprise. So look forward to that because I'm very excited for it. But yeah, all in all, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed and see you tomorrow.